Hello there, everybody. Thank you so much for stopping by for your daily tarot forecast for, let's see, October 20th, Saturday. We are going to go ahead and start with Aries, just like we normally do. And while I'm shuffling for Aries, let me just announce that if you guys would like to schedule a live reading with me or a one or two question pre-recorded reading, or if you would like to schedule a Reiki session, or have your house cleared, or have addiction relief services, or have me at a psychic party or event, all you have to do is check out my website, which is www.amista.info. I-N-F-O. Once you're there and you've looked around, my contact information is there. Just get a hold of me and we'll get you scheduled quickly, quickly. So Aries, what kind of card do we have for you for Saturday, the 20th? Okay, so you guys have the King of Cups showing up in reverse. I am sensing that this is more talking about your experience than what you're experiencing from somebody that you're interacting with. This is telling me that there is something that you are unhappy with in your life, Aries, and you are expressing your unhappiness, but you are expressing it in a very calm and logical, controlled way. You're not having a fit. You're not raising your voice. You are just letting somebody know that you are not happy with the situation in a way that is calm and reasonable. Okay, so that's for you, Aries. Next up, we do have Taurus. Let's see what shows up for Taurus for Saturday, October the 20th. Okie dokie, Taurus. You guys feel like you have your nose to the grindstone. Lately. You're kind of tired and you're ready for some kind of celebration. And that's interesting because you do have the Four of Bows showing up here, which does talk about celebration. Many times this talks about celebration with family. People can be getting together for a birthday, a first communion, a wedding, whatever. Maybe somebody's returning home from military duty, anything like that. This can also be a celebration about somebody returning to the nest in some other way too. This can be about somebody who's not family. This could be about your tribe, that maybe you and your tribe have something to celebrate. Maybe somebody has gotten a promotion or has just bought a house or something like that. And then also this can be something going on at work as well, where somebody is retiring or you have a new person coming on and there's some kind of celebration over one of those types of situations as well. Okay, so that's what we have coming up for Taurus. Excuse me. So next up, we're going to be looking at Gemini for Saturday, October the 20th. All right, Geminis, look at you guys. You guys have the Knight of Pentacles showing up. This is just telling me that you are being careful with your budget and your assets, that you're making sure you're doing what you need to do to bring in the money, honey. And you're also making sure that that budget that you have is covering everything that you want to cover. So being diligent, not doing impulse spending type of thing, being diligent with your money. Next up, we do have Cancers for Saturday, October the 20th. Okay, Cancers, what you have showing up here is the Six of Swords. Six of Swords is just telling me that there has been something that has had a negative influence on you. This can be anything from a thought pattern to a relationship, to an employment situation, to a project, to a hobby, to anything. And so whatever this is that's been having a negative impact on you, you are moving away from that thing. What's interesting about the Six of Swords is it does talk about moving away from something that's had a negative impact, but at the same time, you don't necessarily know where you're headed. You just know, wow, things are drastic here. I have to get away from this thing. And so that's where you're going. I don't think you have like a destination in mind. You just know you have to get out of that negative situation. Even if it's just a negative thought pattern, you just have to stop. You're being very diligent and it sucks. I totally understand, Miss Lorraine. Glad to see you here. All right, up next, we're looking at Leo, Leo, Leo. Thank you for the thumbs ups, guys. I do appreciate those. Those of you who are sharing this video, also thank you on that. Looking at Leo for Saturday, October the 20th. Leo, Leo, Leo. All right, Leos, what you have showing up is the Tower card. Okay, so this card just means there's some kind of major shakeup that's happening on the 20th. All right, so this is going to be something that typically what it is something that you had in progress that you were working on, that you were feeling very safe and secure with. However, it really was not built on a firm foundation. And so you're getting a chance to rebuild that foundation, basically. When the Tower shows up, it just tells me that there's whatever was built on a not firm foundation is going to just fall, going to topple like a bad Jenga game. And then you get to rebuild it, starting with the foundation, to make sure that the next thing that you do to bring yourself security is going to be something that is much more long-standing and long-lasting and stable. Okay, so that's what we have for Leos. Willie Dogs, mama, hey, hey, welcome. Glad to see you here, my dear. Mela Cooley PK. Happy birthday, happy birthday, happy birthday, my dear. You're quite welcome, Miss Lorraine. Ronan, hey, hey, it's been a while since I've seen you, honey. How are you? How are you? Are you still with the girl? It's nice for you to be here finally. Virgo is up next for Saturday, October the 20th. Glad to hear that you're awesome. Unpretentious Jane, hello, hello. Aw, thank you. I appreciate that. Awesome, Ronan. Glad to hear it, my dear. Yep, Reiki video after this video. First, we got to finish this one, though. Virgo is up next for Saturday, October the 20th. La da 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 da, la da da da, la da 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 da. Okay, Virgos, what you have is the empowerment card, but it is showing up in reverse. There is some kind of situation coming into your life on Saturday that is making you feel like you are not so in charge. I'm almost getting a vision of like in-laws or possibly other relatives or other friends in your close circle who have different ideas than you do about how they want to spend their day or how they want to do something. And I feel like their wants are trumping your wants with some of the other people in the circle. And so it's feeling you a little, or excuse me, it's leaving you feeling a little less empowered than usual, Virgos. La da da da, Libra, Libra, Libras for Saturday, October the 20th. Happy birthday to my Libra people. Who said they had the birthday? Malo Cooley. So Libras, you know, if you want to book a live reading with me, you do get a 25% discount on that as long as you book that within the Libra sun sign time. You can find out how to book that by checking out my website, which is in the description box below. All my contact information is there. Get a hold of me and we'll get you scheduled quickly, my dears. Let's see what your card comes up as for Libras. October the 20th. Oh, trippy. Gemini's got this card too, Libras. So you got the Knight of Pentacles and you got it right side up. This just tells me that you are paying attention to your budget and your finances. You're doing what you need to do to bring the cash flow in. And you're making sure that you don't overspend going out. You're not messing up your budget. You're being very careful to keep your budget in good shape. Okay, so that's what we have coming up for Libras. Next we have Scorpio, Scorpio, Scorpio. Okay, so let's see what me and my fellow Scorpios get. We have a card that flew out very quickly. Oh, baby. We got a good card, guys. Okay, so Scorpios, we do have the World card. The World card does mean that we are doing the things that we have been wanting to manifest. We're reaching the goals or the targets that we've been shooting for or working towards. So some kind of manifestation or completion. I've had this card come up for graduation from college, all kinds of good things. So whatever it is that we've been wanting to manifest in our lives, baby, we've got it. All right, so that's for Scorpios. South Africa, well, I'm glad to see you here today, my dear. What time is it in South Africa? I'm here a little later than I usually am. Hello there, Sagittarius. Let's look at you guys for Saturday, October the 20th. La da 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 da, la da da da, la da 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 da. Sagittarius. Mm-hmm. 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 Oh, thank you, LRKK. Glad you're here. Sagittarius, what you have showing up is the Ace of Swords. Ace of Swords is just saying that you have some kind of new idea or epiphany that is coming to you on Saturday. This may be coming through from meditation. Maybe it's coming through because a little toddler is saying this thing and you're going, oh my gosh, how come I didn't think of that? That's so true. Can really come in from anywhere, but this is an epiphany of an idea, which means that this idea doesn't apply to just one part of your life, although it may at first come in as, an idea about that one part, but you're also going to start seeing other pieces of the puzzle sort of fit together because of this epiphany of an idea that you have coming in on Saturday, Sagittarius. That's always a fun and interesting thing to have happen. Spiritual enlightenment. Hello, hello. Glad to see you in the room, my dear. Capricorns, you're up next for Saturday, October the 20th. Okay, Capricorns, you guys have the balance card, but it's showing up in reverse. This is telling me that you may be doing something that is kind of out of balance on Saturday. There may be something that gets you triggered emotionally. Either makes you very sad or very angry or makes you act out in some kind of way. The other way that this can come in as well is this can be about if your money is not working out and you're realizing that on Saturday. Maybe you lost your credit card and somebody put a bunch of money on your credit card and you didn't realize that till you tried to run it and there's nothing left, type of thing. So could be something, where financially you're out of balance. It does feel like there's some kind of surprise there for those of you that are financial, but for others of you, this is more about emotionally out of balance, that something has you triggered or something has you upset. Okay. So that's for Capricorn. Not the funnest card we've had today. So sorry. Up next, we have Aquarius. Now, if Aquarius gets the Knight of Pentacles right side up, just like Gemini and Libra, I don't know what I'm going to do. Maybe I'll fall out of my chair. Let's see what happens. It's 12 a.m. where you are. So it's 47 after the hour here, 4:47. So you're about 7 hours ahead of me. All kinds of epiphanies, right? I've been getting a couple of them too. At first it was just slamming me, but now I'm getting some epiphanies and it's nice. Yikes is kind of right. Gonna have to go back for Leo. I don't remember what I got for Leo at this point. Aquarius. Okay, so Aquarius, what we have coming up for you guys is the Four of Swords. This just tells me that you are going to be experiencing a little downtime. So you're not going to be doing everything that you would normally be doing during the day. Probably the reason for that is going to be something that is not within your control. The positive part of this kind of downtime, though, is that it does give you a chance to think about things that you normally wouldn't have time to think about. And so you come out of this downtime with a new and updated, more healthy perspective about some things going on in your life. So that's for Aquarians. Excuse me a second. Yeah, but I'm recovering now from the emotional slamming. Are you recovering from that yet? Like, it slammed me emotionally, and then the epiphanies that came in, I was like, oh, I get it. And it's actually helped with the recovery, at least in my case. Pisces, you're up next for Saturday, October the 20th. So at least we're getting things resolved. I think that's good. All right, Pisces, 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 Saturday, October the 20th. What comes up for you guys? Beautiful, beautiful Pisces. La da 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 da. Pisces, you've got a King of Swords. My first impression when I glanced down at this card originally was this is somebody on your mind. Now, a King of Swords is somebody who is very logical. They're kind of the opposite of you, Pisces. They're not ruled by their emotions. They're ruled by what makes sense. They're not going to move forward with something unless it makes sense, no matter how they feel about it. And I feel like this is somebody that you are interacting with. So it's good to know what motivates them, because then you can show them logical reasons for doing the things that you would like them to do or to do with you or whatever. But just know that this person is not going to do something just because you're feeling enthusiastic about it. It's just not in their makeup. It has to be something that's going to make sense. Okay. So that's for Pisces. Hey, hey, hey. Yes, Scorpio is already over, honey. You're going to have to go back for the replay. That's really you, huh? Sounds like you. Okay, okay. All right, guys. Thank you so much for stopping by, for hanging out. Thank you to those of you who have thumbs up this video, and to those of you who have shared it. The more people I get to help, the happier, happier, happier that I am. Don't forget, if you would like to get a 1-question reading or a 2-question reading or a live reading, all that information is on my website. That's in the description box below. Check it out. Get a hold of me and we'll get you taken care of quickly, quickly. And I'm going to go ahead and get out of here so I can do a Reiki video. I'll see the rest of you very soon. Yes, Ronan, Taurus was done early. You'll have to go back and replay. Aquarius is usually logical thinking. Yes.